as pharmacists, we are, the expert in medications. We can tell you so much more than just what they're used for. Pharmacy can look different for everybody, and it can range from community pharmacy to hospital pharmacy. You could specialize in a specific patient subgroup, or you could, go into the pharmaceutical industry. And it's widely known that wherever you go, you will still be the medication expert. Pharmacy is the future of health. As pharmacists, we are able to contribute our passion and our heart for these patients. We are able to take initiative on behalf of patients, and we're able to problem solve when needed.